Lizzie Lee is stitching a piece of old lace that her mom found at a flea market. Later, she'll use it to make a lamp made entirely of recycled products. She began creating objects from recycled materials almost a decade ago and has turned the craft into a small business in this workshop in Brighton. She says the idea came to her on a trip she took to India.
You could see all the waste there. You know, when you're in this country, you're not aware of the waste. It's all hidden away and taken away to landfill as soon as you've finished using things. And over there, you'd see big piles of it in the desert.
Lizzie Lee makes lamps out of recycled plastic milk bottles. She melts and presses them to the lace. She started her business 5 years ago and says she's watched her customers grow attached to green products.
I didn't even used to always mention it before because they'd see the product as worth less because the materials were recycled. Now it definitely makes people feel good about buying it.
Lee's company is one of many small businesses cropping up as a result of concern about climate change. Stephen Howard is CEO of the Climate Group, an environmental organisation. He says the trend is good.
There's the small startup companies, there's the electric battery companies that just didn't exist, producing batteries for new electric vehicles. There's new companies producing super efficient LED light bulbs, great light bulbs. So you've got new companies coming up and we'll see those grow very rapidly.
But some businesses are being hurt by the eco-trend. Manzoor Haidar works in the transport industry. His company has been doing good business for over 2 decades. But he says there are new costs, like in London's low-emission zones where vehicles that pollute are being charged a fee.
Penalties and fines are far, far too excessive. And that has put a lot of businesses completely out.
He worries banks will not lend him what he needs for his business to survive.
We do need a lot of support from the government in order to keep the businesses going. If they really want the small to medium businesses to be successful.
Analysts warn that tourism, construction and some retail businesses may also be thrown into crisis by new environmental rules. The government should make sure businesses are prepared for the changes, says Stephen Howard from the Climate Group.
The challenge for small and medium-sized enterprises is when you get very rapid change, how do people keep up to speed? And I think there is a role for government agencies to help give people good information.
But for Lizzie Lee, the new awareness about climate change means she can keep her carbon footprint small and earn a living.
I just like the idea that even though it's just a drop in the ocean what I do, it inspires people and encourages them to recycle and reuse materials.
Lizzie Lee works late at night in this unheated but magical warehouse. She says the work pays off when she sees the finished product, recycled and sustainable, and of course, lit by an energy-saving bulb. Selah Hennessy for VOA News in Brighton.